Today, I'm going to show you how to use the gradient tool in Adobe Photoshop from zero to fully customized gradients, so that by the end of this video, you'll be creating smooth color transitions like a pro. Whether you're looking to add subtle shading, dramatic backgrounds, or creative fades, mastering gradients is a must-have skill in your Photoshop toolbox. So let's dive right in. First things first, you'll want to select the gradient tool itself. The quickest way is simply to press the G key on your keyboard. Sometimes, though, Photoshop's toolbox doesn't have the gradient tool visible right away. If that's the case, just click and hold on the paint bucket tool in the toolbar. It's often grouped with the gradient tool, and you'll see some extra options pop up. Here, where you select gradient tool. It's a tiny detail, but it trips people up all the time, so don't worry if you didn't spot it at first. Once you have the gradient tool selected, the magic really happens in the options bar at the top of your screen. This is where you customize your gradient. Click on the gradient preview. This opens the gradient picker and the editor, which can look a little intimidating at first, but it's actually pretty intuitive. You'll see a row of presets, offering instant options for common effects like black to white or rainbow gradients. If you're feeling creative, double-click on the color stops below the preview to swap out colors, or drag them left or right to adjust where each color appears within the gradient. Imagine a painter dabbing more blue or red onto their canvas. This is your digital version of mixing the perfect hue blend. Next up is the gradient type. You'll see a row of icons for linear, radial, angle, reflected, and diamond gradients. Linear gradients blend from point A to point B. Think simple left-to-right transitions. Radial, on the other hand, spread outward from a center point, which is great for spotlight effects or vignettes. Angle, reflected, and diamond each create different shapes of transition, so experiment until you find the one that suits your design. There's no right or wrong here, just creative possibilities. Inside that same options bar, you'll see controls for opacity. This slider lets you adjust the overall transparency of the gradient, so if you want your effect to be more subtle and let some background show through, slide it down a bit. Another useful feature is dither. You should definitely check this box if you notice banding, which is when a gradient makes visible lines instead of a smooth fade. Dither adds a tiny bit of random noise to keep transitions looking soft and professional. And if you want to flip your gradient's colors, maybe you decide you want dark to light, not light to dark, simply check reverse. Now it's time to apply your gradient. If you're working from scratch, create a new layer first. This keeps your gradient editable and separate from your main image. All you have to do is click and drag across your canvas. The direction you drag determines the axis of your gradient, and the length affects how gradual or steep that transition will be. Take your time, try dragging short or long strokes to see the difference. You can also use the gradient tool on a specific selection. Let's say you want just one area to be colored. Use any selection tool to highlight that part first, and when you apply the gradient, it will only fill within the selected boundaries. This is great for shading objects or adding effects precisely where you want them. If you want to create a fade effect, say for blending two images together, try applying the gradient to a layer mask. In your Layers panel, click on the mask thumbnail, then use the gradient tool. This gives you beautiful non-destructive fades perfect for photo composites or soft edges. One last tip. Hold Shift as you drag to constrain your line perfectly straight in 15-degree increments. If you're after a razor-sharp vertical or diagonal gradient, this makes alignment super easy, and that's all there is to it. With just a few clicks, you can make gradients that add depth, atmosphere, and style to any design. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below if you have any questions or want to share how you use gradients, and be sure to subscribe for more tips and creative tutorials. Happy Photoshopping!